We are joined by the host of Edoday, Joshua Osuse, a comedian, Moragbe Osaze, Paris, popularly known as Funny Prince, and another comedian, Lokyobi, who is popularly known as Abolo Comedy. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It's good to have you in the studio. Men in white, not men in black. So good. I get a laughter there. Okay, so let me start with Lokyobi. Tell me exactly what is Edo Cultural Day about.
Good morning.
Morning.
Edo Cultural Day is a yearly event celebrated every year. This is the 6th edition of Edo Cultural Day. First, we started it at Kubwa, but now it's been done in town at Abuja Continental Hotel Sheraton, old former Sheraton. It's where we harmonize all the Edos in Abuja. We come together to celebrate our culture and heritage. So it's a yearly event.
Okay, so Joshua, I mean, he says this is not the first event, it's been happening. What has been the outcome of the past events and, any winning stories from the past events?
Well, I would say yes, but then we just keeping on. Basically to organize an event to bring people together is always demanding. And now taking it to a particular set of people, the Edos, Edos are one of the most loving people and one of the most difficult people. To bring them together is always difficult, judging from the fact that we have different languages in the same state. Most of the time you have to talk to people from here and there, get to meet. We have a lot of Edo people in Abuja. And celebrating our cultural heritage is very expedient and it's beautiful. If you have been there, most of the events, you will love it. It's always very beautiful, it's always very beautiful. At the end of the day, you are happy you attended the events. But then the challenges, we always surmount it at the end of the day, because definitely there are always challenges, but at the end of the day, we just do the bit that we can do. But as the year goes by, the event keep growing and getting better.
Okay, now I know that there are several, ethnicities within the Edo state.
Yes.
Still staying with you and the language.
Yes.
So how are you represented during the cultural day? I mean, I know you have the Etuno, Isako, Ishang, and amongst others.
Yeah.
So how do you get all of this together on one day?
Yeah, we call it promoting unity through culture. First of all, you have to get different cultural truth from these different set of people. From the Esako, from the Afema, from the Esan, from the Bini. We all have different musicians, that brings us together. We have different cultural truths. So what we try to do is that we bring these people together to celebrate this culture under the same roof. So if you don't enjoy the Bini, your own that is from the Afema is coming. If you don't enjoy the Esan, your own that is from the Bini is coming. Everybody is literally complete. And these days we have musicians from Edo who have cut across even beyond Edo states. Every other tribe enjoy them play. So these musicians will be here with us to celebrate this cultural heritage.
Okay, because I know there are some dialects like the Aduge, dialect that is spoken within some parts of Edo that comes from somewhere like Kwara, But let me come to
Osaze.
Or Moregbe. I wanted to call that one and make sure that I get it right. Okay, so tell me exactly what are the contents. They've talked about the cultural background, they've talked about the journey so far, the ethnicity, the beauty of the different culture. In terms of creativity and entertainment, what also are some of the components of the day?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. As my colleague have said, Edo is a very big one. So we have different culture in Edo. We have the dance part. There's something you call, it's like a magic in Edo. So all this thing is going to be present that day. Understand? Also, we have some comedians from Edo who is going to be around to make sure, to make us laugh that very day. Thank you.
It seems that why I'm asking this question is because when I see skits online, You know, there are several skits I see online, you know, several comedians, and some of them also use dialects to do their skits. You know, like Degema is an Edo dialect, but you find Degema in Rivers State, and you find a lot of, you know, Port Harcourt boys use it to do, you know, skits online, and that's why I'm asking about content. So let me come back to you, Lucky.
Okay.
I know that you've spoken about, you know, the culture and the diversity of the ethnicity that would be between between the conversation of the Edoday. But what about, you know, collaborations, partnerships with other tribes? Is it just open for Edo people, or you're also going to be looking at having other people participate in the event, regardless of cultural affinity to Edo people?
Yeah, for sure. Most of the comedians we invited, most of them are not from Edo.
Okay.
So we want to carry everybody along. Friends of Edo, if you are a friend of Edo, you can come. If you are a neighbor of Edo, you can come. You get, just that everybody can just celebrate Edo people.
Of course, we have in-laws. We
have
in-laws. We have male and female in-laws. Those that got married to Edo, those that Edo people got married to. And from the way you are saying some things, I'm suspecting some Edo in you.
Edoish.
No, so you know, basically, we want to celebrate ourselves in Abuja. You see, when you call the major tribe in Nigeria, you call Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. But you see, there is no place you go to in the world that you don't see Edo. You know, that love has helped us to grow and, you know, surmount some challenges to also be able to penetrate some areas in the world. So that love that has banded us together, that's what we want to reunite ourselves with that love in the city of Abuja. In this same Abuja, there are those who doesn't know themselves. There are people from Edo State who doesn't know themselves. You know, over the years that we've done this event, we get to see some people, you know, greeting themselves like they've not seen for a very long time. But this event has been able to bring them together. And this year is going to be so big because we have a lot of people who have endorsed this event. The Edo State governor is fully aware, and he has sent a letter of endorsement through the Edo House in Abuja. You know, Lucky Benedion is also part of it. Almost all the honorable members, the senator, you know, everybody is part of it this time. So it's bigger and better. So we're having a better cultural celebration. And we are also, you know, decorating it with comedy and other side attraction. You know, history of Edo, short playlets of our cultural heritage. You know, we are also talking about what has happened to the love among Edo people. You know, that is part of what we really want to bring out. We want that love to come back, because what we are enjoying today is the love that dwelt among our forefathers. But today, you see, you know, we are more of everybody want to be on top. Everybody want to be the best. You know, you don't want your brother to be as rich as you are. So we want to talk about that love. Because what a lot of people enjoy today is the love that started that Edo history. And if we let it die in the nearest future, maybe it will become a battlefield. So in our own little capacity, we are doing as much as we can do to bring back this love. So I know we also have Edoday in Lagos, you know, in some other places. So if we all channel it towards promoting unity amongst ourselves, I mean, between the big and the small, the middle class, whoever you are, because there's a session in the program where everybody has to stand up and greet themselves.
Interesting.
Whether you are an honorable member, you are a senator, you know, we are your people and you are our people. So get up, go and look for an Edo person that you've not met before. Greet them, talk to them, get to know how they are. Nobody is coming to beg anybody for money. But we just got, because when you want to, when you want to achieve a major thing in the country, you remember your people. So when your people need a challenge, have a challenge, they should remember you. So it is give or take everywhere. But basically, this event, there is nothing like political matter on the event. It's just for us to promote our cultural heritage, get to know ourselves, love ourselves. But however, you can also assist any of your brother. Why not? Feel free. and nobody is really bothering you, but this one is to celebrate our cultural heritage, and we are bringing other people along.
All right. Well, when we come back from this break, we'll probably be talking about the challenges you've had. All right, thank you so much for staying with us. If you're just joining us back, we're looking at Edo Cultural Day staged to happen here in the FCT now, just talking to some of the coordinators and founders for this event. And I was going to ask you about challenges so far, coming thus far.
Like, in this part of the world, you literally pay for everything. You literally pay for everything. Like we said earlier, this is the 6th edition, and it has solely been, a self-sponsored show. And this kind of event is always capital intensive, judging from the kind of venue you use, the advert you had to do, the kind of sound you need to bring for people to enjoy the event. Everything you do in the event, you pay for it. So it's always, more of the challenge has always been the financial aspects. And then getting people to come too. A lot of people will say, I want to come, but I don't have money. At some point, when you are doing an event, you also want that hall to be full. So you need to do some of the part of helping people to get there. And then when you help somebody to get to a location that is far from the person's home, after the event, you need to do the same. So when you are planning this event, you also put that into consideration. Moreover, you say it's an event that you want all our people to come and celebrate our cultural heritage, to come and have fun. Let's get to know ourselves. So if one Edo person is telling you, man, you have to help me, you first of all you need to lead by example. So, even if we say yes, there is a token to pay, because it takes a lot to organize the event, doesn't mean that there are people that we still cut a lot of leverage for to attend. Let me just say like 60%. And when you get to meet some of our people that we look up to, you are not just expecting that they'll just fetch money and give to you. But first of all, you need to make them attend.
Let's look at partnerships, and collaboration, because I've heard you talk about the fact that the governor will be there, several representatives and all of that. But beyond that, development partners, this is something that speaks to culture, and culture unifies. So how do you step out of the regular event, organizing sect to look at, a broader spectrum of having collaborations that speaks wider, involvement for this kind of event? For instance, taking it to schools, for instance, universities, where students perhaps may not even know the symbol, the meaning of symbols. I just recently found out that the leopard in Benin, in Edo, means strength. It means, it means the warrior strength, and the sword has a meaning, the coral beads has a meaning, the bronze has a meaning. People just think sometimes it's just fashion, but they have historical representation, and this kind of events also give us the avenue to do that. So have you ever thought about stepping out of the regular organizing and collaborating extensively?
Yeah, we've done some partnership with some companies. I don't know, should I mention names? Okay, we've done some partnership with some companies like International Distillers. It's owned by an Edo man. If I mention some of their products, you also know they will be there that day. We've done partnership with some Edo-owned hotels.
Okay.
That will be partnering, and that will be there for the event that day. But we are still yet to take it to some other bodies, like you just mentioned. Most of the time, people want to associate with success. So sometimes when you know the level you are, you just try to build it better. So you don't get to climb the ladder first. You don't get to stress yourself so much to get some people's attention. Okay. But there's a level you get to, they will approach you. So we are taking it step by step.
All right. So where's the venue, time, and what we expected to be there?
Okay, the venue is Abuja Intercontinental Hotel, former Sheraton. So the time is red carpet start 5 p.m. while the main event kick off by 6 p.m.
Today?
or
No,
Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yes,
19th November.
19th November.
19th.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We hope to see you there. Like he rightly said, they said, well, am I from Edoday? Well, everybody in Dark Communications has an affinity. Of course, we know that our founder is from Edoday, and all roads lead there, one way or the other. Thank you so much for coming. It's been great having you. I've been speaking to the host of Edoday, Joshua Osose, and comedian Omorebo Saze Paris, popularly known as Funny Prince, and another comedian, Lucky Obi, who is popularly known as Apollo Comedy. And they've all been speaking about the day on Sunday, which comes up at 6 p.m. at, of course, the Continental Hotel in Abuja. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So don't go anywhere, and we come back. It will be